You are an average of your five friends, and books happen to be our great friends indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the series of book reading, wherein we are going to highlight the key takeaways of the book. And this time, I'm going to pick up a very crucial book for the teens, for the Generation Z, in fact. And the book is Seven Habits. Seven Habits of Highly Effective Teen, boys and girls. Seven Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Yes. This is by Covey, son of great late Dr. Stephen R. Covey, one of my favorites of that famous book, Now 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. Be proactive, begin with end in mind, put first things first, think win-win, seek first to understand, then to be understood, synergize and sharpen the saw. That's what ingrained in us. I think 2-3 decades ago, we were raised by this book by Stephen R. Covey, and then later on I got into his 8th habit, and then when I was doing my coaching certification from the Franklin Covey, from their company, then I also got into Speed of Trust and so many other books. Okay, now this book is gifted by my sister-in-law, Madhu. We call her Lucy. She's a pediatrician. She gifted this book to my son a few months ago, and I was just glimpsing through it, and it's a wonderful book. So let's see what this book is all about, briefly, very succinctly. What are the bad habits usually we have, and how we can replace those bad habits with these great habits, because habits die hard, and we can replace them. That should be the approach. I'll just brief you one incident. There was a boy, and he got some diamonds, and then he used to take care of his diamonds. Whenever he used to sleep, go to bed, he used to keep the diamonds under the pillow, and he always used to carry them with utmost care. One fine day, some expert came and he saw a child. What are you holding? And he said, these are the diamonds. These are very precious diamonds. Then he speculated the diamonds. And then he said, oh, these are just shiny stones. They're just pebbles. They are not the diamonds. And so the boy looked at the diamonds. Then he realized he believed in the expert, and he immediately threw the diamonds. And out of compassion, the expert gave him some precious stones. They were not exactly the diamond, but they were quite precious stones, precious than the stones, the pebbles the boy was having. So the boy took it with a lot of gratitude. So that is how it is. When you realize the value of certain habit, the bad habit goes away. It just disintegrates, disappears, and then you get into the new wiring, the new habit. That's how it works. Okay, so let's get into the book now. Yeah. So 7 habits for highly effective teens. Yeah. It begins with who am I, and the first thing you can see is it has mentioned I am habit. I am habit. Yes, definitely. What we are just the byproduct of our conditioning, upbringing, and whatever we're doing, isn't it? The habit 1 is be proactive. And in proactive, I really love this statement. It says, I am the force. I am the force. I don't know if it is visible. I am the force. And that's, we as a family, we believe in, and in fact, we have put up, a pie chart, and we have mentioned that I am all pervading energy, which is larger, mightier than my thought, my feelings, whatever I experience. I'm much more than that. And it is all pervading, it is eternal. Yeah, it is powerful. So, and the moment when we even read that statement, we offload a lot of worries. Yeah. And then habit 2 is begin with the end in mind. See, the structure remains the same. Like as I mentioned, the 7 habits, right from be proactive to sharpen the saw. So what's the benefit of these good habits? So get control of your life. The benefits: get control of your life, improve your relationship with your friends, make smarter decisions, get along with your parents. I repeat, get along with your parents, because that's what is happening now. We don't get along with our parents. Yeah. The same was the story with us also when we were kids. Yeah. Overcome addictions and self-destructive habits. Define your values and what matters most to you. Get more done in less time. Increase the self-confidence, and finding balance between schoolwork, college work, friends, dating, and everything else. So the application of going through this book is while reading, the pre-work, if you ask me, boys and girls, is you need to identify your bad habits. For example, one of your bad habits is, your parents are saying you something and you're not listening. Start listening. If someone sends you certain message, you are a college going, a boy or a girl, your teachers, your mentors, are texting you something, and you're not even acknowledging that in WhatsApp, yeah, or maybe email, then you should start, acknowledging. I recall my days when I used to handle big teams at my very young age. It was in the early 2000 in Pune, Mumbai. I was the city manager with India's biggest cafe retail chain. Then I used to have area managers and down the line then cafe managers and all. So I mandated that whatever the mail we get from the head office or from ourselves, we need to acknowledge that mail. Yes, received your mail. I thankfully acknowledge the receipt of the mail. So that we will come to that you have gone through the process. You have gone through the instructions given, whatever. So this should be a habit of starting acknowledging. Now WhatsApps are there, when it comes to our families or colleagues or people or clients, whenever someone sends a message, at least we can say that smiley thumbs up, yeah, or we'll get back to you or something like, isn't it? Yeah, that's a habit. That's a good professional habit, if you ask me. Sometimes if you are into, so I'm just telling what bad habits if you have. Sometimes you said, every now and then you get into some kind of fear. So understand the root causes of fear. What are the causes of your fear? Get hold of these 7 habits, the good habits, whatever mentioned over here, right from be proactive, begin with end in mind and so on and so forth. Yeah, sharpening the saw. Yeah. So what? Sometimes you're going through a very lull time, say this COVID time, and you think what you will do, not much happening in the college, not much happening at the work, So you engage yourself, unwind with your hobbies, learn something new which you love. Yeah, that's how sharpening the saw. And sharpening the saw is not just getting the information, but you need to work on the cash, KASS. That is basically your knowledge, your attitude, your skill sets, and then it becomes your habit edge, isn't it? That's what. Learning and sharing is my habit. Being grateful is my habit. Once in a day, every day, at least saying this, verbalizing this, that you made my day to someone genuinely is my habit. When I get up in the morning, I extend my gratitude to Almighty, to all that give. Thank you for giving me a new day, new life is my habit. Yeah. What is yours? See you with the next book. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.